Okay, I'm a little late with this. I've watched it twice now, and I was ready to do my review. Um, Black Lightning on CW is something that I was excited to see what they would do with it, but at the same time, I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy it because there was talks about it not being connected to the Arrowverse. You have all these DC characters on the CW. They started off with Arrow, and then they went on to have Flash. It was going to be a reoccurring role for somebody on season 2 of Arrow, which I thought was a terrible idea. The Flash has so much lore, story, villains, and good things. It was a good move to make its own show. And they had the crossover events, which are fantastic. They work great, and I was worried about those. And then Legends of Tomorrow came, and it's a bunch of characters from Flash, and then also Arrow formed this group of Legends, and then Legends have their own characters, and then they have these mega big crossover events, which are just fun. And I believe some people enjoy those more than they enjoy the entire series of Flash, Arrow, Legends, whatever. Supergirl also, came from ABC over to CW, and now it's in the mix. But when Black Lightning was coming out, they were saying it was going to be set apart, and I think it's because the showrunners or the creators of Black Lightning, the television show anyway. They were also the ones who did the game, I believe, and something else I can't remember, but I didn't really watch the game too much. I've checked it out here and there. I've seen it on when other people were watching it and stuff like that, but I think they wanted to do their own thing. They didn't want to have to worry about tying it into things. But that's the thing, you can do that, and then when it comes to these big crossover events, you can come up with a storyline. Things are so ridiculous in these storylines and time travel and legends and stuff like that. You can do a lot. But then have it set alone in its own. I mean, they do it well with Flash and Arrow. It doesn't always have to reference to stuff in Arrow, and Arrow don't always have to reference to stuff in Flash. And Legends too, at the same time. But I'm not sure because they had a promo where it was this the mid-season return of Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, and Legends, and they were all suiting up, and then at the end of it, when they all left out of the locker room or wherever they was getting suited up in, Black Lightning was around in the back of the promo. You guys seen it. If you didn't see it, I'm put the description. I'll link down in the description. But anyway, let me get on to my review of the season premiere of Black Lightning. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I was worried about it. They got some talent. Cress Williams, China McClain, she plays on a lot of Disney Channel things, The Descendants 2. Also, she comes from, I remember seeing her on one of those shows back then. What was it, House of Pain? Was it House of Pain? I can't really remember. But it's just, she's coming into her own. She's great talent. She can sing, dance, act. Cress Williams has been acting for a long time. I remember him back into the Living Single days. That's when I first remember him. Also, what is his name? Oh man, what's his name? Let me check that out real quick. The guy who helps Black Lightning, James Remar. Yes, I remember him all the way back to the Stallone Judge Dredd. Ever since I've seen him in that movie, everything I've seen him in, I'm like, hey, it's the dude from that. But he's good. He played in Dexter. He was his father. If you ever watched Dexter, it was a fantastic series about a serial killer who kills bad people, whatever. But this show has some talent. And besides some of the actresses and actors I don't know in this show, people do very good. The performances were top notch in this show. CW has come a long way. Even when they get goofy sometimes with their shows, it's still good content. Or you'll get people with good performances, or the writing is as good as you're going to get for a television series about superheroes. It really is, even when you try to ground it. And that's what I liked about this. It was grounded. And it really plays where I think a lot of, black culture, it's heavy on that. Because in this, Black Lightning was retired for the last, 9 years or 12 years or something like that. And he's a school principal, he has these 2 daughters. His wife left him because he was doing this vigilante superhero type of things. Did y'all see that? Roland Martin was on the television like, everybody else gets called a hero, but Black Lightning's a vigilante. But he hasn't been around for a while, and people miss him. There's a lot of things going on inside the community now. His daughters are getting involved with guys who they think is cute, and it turns out these guys are scum. Crime. When people think, oh, I'm running this city, I'm making money, but at the same time, I'm keeping it clean. No, you're not. You're making money dirty ways. But the performances in here are great. If you don't expect to hear any corny dialogue or moments from television series, get real. Even in Grey's Anatomy, sometimes they'll say stuff or do stuff that's corny, but it's overall a really good show. And that's the thing about this. It works. Everything works. The writing, the acting. just the talent. You can see the talent in all these characters and these performers in this show. You can see it. You know, I'm excited for this and where it goes. His suit, it's a little colorful for me. I mean, it's got so much black, and then it has these big, thick lightning bolts on the suit or whatever. But whatever, the guy shoots lightning. You're gonna see him. Stealthy, yeah, he can be stealthy, but when he gets to fighting, it's sparks and electricity flying everywhere. So the suit being that colorful, I guess it really doesn't bother me. But I was just looking at it like, what? But I like how they showed old footage of him from back in the day when he was younger as Black Lightning, and he saved this, a liquor store, or it was a convenience store owner. He was getting robbed, and he saved him. And the guy was like, I watch this every day. I mean, every year, just to remember him because he did so much good. But it ruined his family. And anytime you throw family in the mix with a superhero show or movie, I think that brings so much more depth to it because they have things they have to worry about other than, I can't die in this fight. You know what I'm saying? He has these two daughters who he's trying to raise right, who also are going to be coming into their own with superpowers, apparently. But I really enjoyed it. Everything across the board. It was great. I can't believe this, but I was sitting there watching that, and I'm just like, man, this thing is excellent. I think this is a strong start. I hope this series can keep it up. How many episodes is it? Is it only 9 episodes, I think? Something like that. I think that's a good starting off point, because when you have too many episodes, when you have more than 10, 15 episodes, and you get into like 21, 23, sometimes it feels like you got a lot of fillers, and some people might not be feeling the middle parts of the season. And for this premiering in January, it makes sense they have a shorter show run. Plus, you don't know how it's going to go, so you don't want to spend all this money on all these episodes. You have shorter episodes, you can use the bigger budget to do some better things in those shorter episodes. So, I'm not mad about that. If it continues to be 10 or 9, I'm not mad. Netflix does great with their series and having it in a short amount of episodes. But that's Netflix. Even on television, I don't think we need 21. If you do, you gotta please us. Because when we get like Arrow Season 3, which wasn't all totally bad, and Season 4, which wasn't all totally bad either, but when you have 21 episodes or something, or 23, it wears down on us when like 10 of those episodes are just, can we get to the end of this? Can we get to that? Stop filling this up. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad that it's short right now. Plus, it's the premiere season, so I can't wait to see more of this. And yes, I do hope they cross over. I would like to see China McClain, Cress Williams, and what's the other girl who plays his daughter? The oldest daughter. Whatever. I would like to see them mix in with Arrow, Flash, Legends. It would be fun. It's fun. It's been working. The fans like it. They like the crossover things. Do it. It's fun. It brings people who's into those other shows into other shows. Pretty sure some people started watching Legends because they saw them in the crossovers and it was like, hey, I gotta check this out. It can't hurt. I really don't think it can. So I really hope it is a part of the Arrowverse and everything like that. I mean, they're already dealing with them in different cities, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I like it across the board. I don't really give ratings out too much. Thank John Campea for that. He had made a good point. Everybody rates stuff different. Your 7 is somebody's 4 because they're like, oh, he said it's a 7. It must not be that good. Most time people want to hear it's excellent or terrible. But I say this was excellent. Season premiere anyway for Black Lightning. It started off really good. Can't wait to see more. If you saw it, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you hated it. I want to hear somebody didn't like it and what they didn't like about this series so far with the premiere. I really would like to know. But anyway, I did a season premiere. I'm going to do a season overall wrap up of the whole thing, season review once this finale happens. But yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I can't wait to see more. All right, see you next time.